Hello and welcome students to yet another practice session. This will be one of the last videos of this series where I'm playing tuba and these Tyrell and Etudes. Next week I'll probably be switching to another instrument, switching to another different set of materials, let's just say. I will be recording my own songs soon, which is the reason why I want to start focusing on other instruments other than the tuba. The tuba is more for like school, but the guitar and piano is more for like my own albums that I want to create of classical and jazz and all these things. I'll be letting you know once I start making those so that you can, listen to those as well. All right, so practice log 2017. Let's put the day, time. Okay. Right, here we go. Make sure to fill your practice log every single time you practice, even if it's for 15 minutes. All right, so today's plan. You always have to make a plan of action and try to at least complete it. If you can't complete it, then that's okay. But at least try to make a plan. Don't just sit down and, do whatever. So today's plan for me is, since I have it's called a jury. I have a test for my school. I'm going to do Tyrell 13 and Etude 13 for the test, for the jury. This will be for my final grade, and it's happening in 2 days. So tonight, what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be hammering really the sections that I'm really having trouble with, and then I'm going to do run-throughs of both the songs, Tyrell 13 and Etude 13. Then what I'm going to do after the run-throughs is that I'm going to basically do both of them basically back to back, because that's basically what's going to happen 2 days from now. They're going to ask me for one song, and they're going to say, okay, and then they're going to ask me for the other one. So when you want to try to simulate as much of the performance as possible. If you know that they're going to ask you for the two songs back to back, you should practice them back to back, just like they're going to ask you. There's no sense in practicing one and in not practicing the other. These two songs, as you heard, they're contrasting. One is technical and very fast, very rough. The other one is very gentle, very slow, and very sweet. They're very contrasting pieces, completely opposite of each other. So in that, sometimes I'm in the mood for, rough music. And sometimes I'm in the mood for, just gentle, sweet music. That day I have to be ready for both. So that's completely two different mindsets that I have to align with that day. Okay. All right, warm up. One thing that I gotta say is that, as you can see, I'm playing in a different type of room today. I'm playing in my barn, which is huge, it's gigantic. The roofs are very tall. It's kind of like, it has a lot of echo. So that's basically what's gonna happen. That's how it's gonna feel like in 2 days when I play in a big auditorium. There's gonna be a lot of that echo. So I need to simulate as much as possible the concert. If you know a church that can let you play in their church, that would be a great place to practice if they let you. All right, here we go. Right, notice the time. I know I talked a little bit already, but I've already spent just about basically 8 minutes or 9 minutes warming up. So it takes time to warm up. I think on average it takes me about like from 12 to 15 if I'm very, very serious about it. Because it's a video, I'll make it a little shorter, but usually I take around 12 to 15 minimum, or rather on average, to warm up. All right, so it's 13. I'm gonna start with the technical one first. Tyrell 13. You guys have already heard this song before. Let's see how it sounds today. Sometimes it's gonna sound better, sometimes it's gonna sound worse, but you want it to sound as good as possible. Here we go. So I'm gonna try to go from beginning to end. Let's see what happens. As if my practice log was to tell me something. It kept folding forward since I have the fan on. All right, let's put this in the back. Okay, so a lot of bad things and a lot of good things. A lot of things that I did not expect and a lot of things that, they went pretty well. But we cannot be satisfied with mediocrity, but we have to aim for the best. All right? Good, so I just heard what I just played, and it sounded much worse than what I expected. So, we have work to do. Right, we got 2 days to master this, and 13, Roshu 13. So, at the beginning, I did not play short enough. Especially now that there's more echo, the notes sound longer. So that cannot happen. It needs to sound a little shorter. Beginning. I think that's going to do it. Try again. Good. And then I'm going to keep on going. Measure 3 and 4. I think I'm playing a little too rough, but it's supposed to be that way. At the beginning, it says marcato. Marcato means basically rough. So, let me see. Second line was pretty good, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Second line. Oh, I kept cracking those notes. Try it again. Better, but I messed up though. I think I'm satisfied with that. I think I have other things to worry about more. Third line, I think it was pretty good. Third line. Right, I messed up in that line. Okay, this thing keeps flapping down, so I'm just gonna remove everything that's here so it doesn't happen again. third line. Good, but I think the on line 3, the eighth notes, they're too short, I think. I think they should be longer. Let's see what happens. Longer eighth notes. I think I like it like that better. Yeah. All right, fourth line, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yes. The end of that line, I kind of ran out of air. So that should not happen. Third line, fourth line. It could be a little more clear. Fourth line. Fourth line. I ran out of air again, so in that in the middle of the fourth line there's a rest. I should take more of a breath there. So I will write it down so that I remember. Taking a breath between 16th notes is something that I never would ever recommend anybody, yet I do it quite often when I have to. So imagine 4 16th notes that are very, very fast, and you breathing in between the first, the second, third, or fourth. That takes some skill. And also, it's something on the foolish side of things to do. Not recommended. All right, let me try it again with that bigger breath. Line 4. Better. Fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, fifth sounded really bad. Especially the low note sounded really, really bad. Fifth one. This one. Fifth. The last notes were really rough. I think I'm gonna they're supposed to be rough. The whole song is supposed to be rough, but I think it's a little too rough. I think a little shorter, a little more rounder would be better. Man, every time I go to the low notes, I'm gonna just work a little bit, like maybe 2 minutes on that line right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth line. With those low notes, they're not sounding very clear at all. Again, fifth line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're playing music, you want to figure out what is troubling you, what note is troubling you. There's usually a note, either that or it's between two notes. So B, G, F, D. Between the G and F, when I go from that low G to that F, there's like this. The F seems too low, I guess, because I'm going to another shelf. No, it's in the same shelf. It's in the same shelf. So, no, it's not. Between the G and F, it's not the same shelf. So I think that's the problem. What if I'm going from one shelf to another? It seems like it's such a huge difference, but it's not. Line 5. That's another part. Measure 3. A, E, C, A. A, E, C, A. Yeah, I have to play it right on the money. If not, it's not gonna come out right. Let me see. Let me put it a little taller so I can see it better. 1, 2, 3. The fourth line. Fifth line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth line. Measure 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go back to the beginning of that line, line 5. Nah, I missed one note, and I faked it. That line, beginning, line 5. Oh, except for the last note, it sounded pretty good. So you see, the magic of practicing, it works. It works. I feel way more comfortable with it. Line 5. Alright, so I'm going to take a small break. It's already been 25 minutes in total since I've been doing this. And just pace yourself. Pace yourself so that you can last an hour, 2 hours, however long you want. Okay. I should probably take a longer break. Line 5. All right, line 6 this time, line 6. Line 6. Again, during the triplets, I took 2 breaths. Not wise. You can do it if you need to. The thing is that line, there's no room to breathe there. Ba bum bum ba beep ba bum 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 ba beep ba 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 beep ba bum. That's gonna work. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. The measure 3. Beep beep bop bop. Beep bop bop. The last 3 notes. I'm gonna take a big breath there so I can have that other, and I'm gonna write that down because otherwise I'll forget. All right, right there. Breath mark. Breathe. Air is free for now, right? Line 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Line 7, line 7. Line 7. That's not short. That's not short. I can't make that short. Line 7. Right, they gave me a little bit of trouble. That line 7. Oh no. First measure, I keep playing D, E, F instead of D, E, D. It goes down, not up. The reason why I'm doing that is because the next sequence, the next 3 notes goes up. C, D, E. So, line 7. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna circle that note. Oops. Because, pencil, what are you doing? Trying to get away from me? Oh man. Okay, right here, this note. It's not F, it's D. I have to look back at my previous recordings to see if maybe I'd been doing it all this time. Not sure. Line 7. Again. Yeah, but I had to take a breath before the last note, which is not good. 1 breath. I have to take a breath, so no. The second sequence, measure 3. No. Again. Okay, so I'm not taking a big enough breath anywhere because I'm not even making it to the last note now. So big breath, bigger breath. You should always be breathing, but there are some spots where you just have to exaggerate the breathing in order to have enough air. All right, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna do line 7, and I'm gonna finish the first measure of line 8. So I'm just gonna finish that whole message, that whole sentence, the whole phrase. Line 7, stopping at line 8. Again. All right, good, but the last 2 measures, I did not take a big breath enough. I did recently eat, so I'm not sure if it's my full stomach is just, I don't know, bloated or something, I don't know. All right, I feel pretty comfortable with the notes though. That G sharp, let me circle it. That is from E to G sharp, which is really awkward. Very, very awkward for this instrument. I'm not throwing excuses, but it's just the reality. It's really awkward. See? G, A, B, C, D, E. It's like I'm not even sure what that is. G, A, B, C, D, E. 6th? I'm not sure. All right, line 8, measure 2. Line 8, measure 2. Okay, so line 8 and line 9, because of the triplets, I'm completely messing up those rhythms. They need to be fixed today. So line 8, line 9. Line 8, measure 2, the whole entire line 9. Line 8, measure 2. Triplets. Again, measure 2, line 8. I had it good, I don't know why I stopped. Same spot. That high note is messing me up. Perfect 5, right? P5? Star Wars? Alright, same spot. Bigger breath. Not even close. That spot. That was it. Of course, don't practice until you get it right. Practice until you can't get it wrong. I cracked 2 notes. That was pretty good, even though my fingers got sticky, the keys. I missed a high note. I hesitated. That felt really good. It felt really natural. That's pretty good. Oh, one last time. That's pretty good. Oh. This is line 9, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That no, it's not E flat, it's E. Let me circle that. The reason why I'm playing E flat there instead of E is because the note that comes afterwards is C, which is played just like E flat, so that's why I keep, I'm like thinking 2 ahead of my fingers. Pento. We have a Christmas pento today, because we're in a new place. All right, here we go. What did I say, line 9? Nope. Good, but now I messed up the C. I play C sharp. Again. Again. I don't know why I stopped. That was good. Line 9. That's pretty bad. Yes, but I messed up so many times. Okay. Practicing is not easy. It's not easy at all, especially when you get to the more advanced levels. In the beginning stages, it might seem very, very difficult, but it gets more difficult. But it gets more fun, because at the end of the day, when I finish this song, it's gonna be monstrous. It's gonna be awesome. Really, really awesome. Very, very impressive. Something that sounds really complicated, but it's not so complicated that it becomes distasteful. Like when you listen to a song and you're like, well, it's too complicated. I don't like it. I think it's complicated, and I think I like it. So, all right, let me take a sip of water. You guys might not hear it, but every time I play a note, I hear it all the way in that corner over there. I just hear myself over there. I also hear myself in that corner over there, but it's coming back to me really, really fast. All right. Check the tubes. Oh yeah, a little bit of water. Check the back one. Here we go. What did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Line 9. All right, let me not get too ahead of myself. All right, not bad until then. There's a high note that I missed when it went back to the original theme. Bum, beam, ba bum, ba 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 beep, ba 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 beep, ba bum. That bum, the last note I went bum. Not good, right? So line 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, no, line 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Line 10, measure 2. Line 10, measure 2. It's the same thing as the beginning, but not short. Ooh, I got it, but then it cracked. Let me see if I have any spit here. And this one right here. It shouldn't affect it, but let me check my third one down here. Long tube. Nothing. Oh, sorry about that. I almost hit you in the face. All right, line 10, measure 2. What? No. Last line, measure 2. I missed the first note, by the way, of that sequence. Last line, measure 2. I missed the first one. If you miss one note, it's not going to come out. That's the problem with that. So let me tell you about odd sequences. There are some sequences that are very natural to the instrument. There are some sequences that you're already used to. So, example, the C sequence, the G sequence, the F sequence. Here, there's an E sequence, but it's not your typical E. No, it is your typical E sequence. Oh, okay, so I see what's happening. So it's an E sequence, but then it's kind of like it goes into like an A melodic minor is what it is. It goes up sharps and then down it goes natural, but then it ends at G. So it's like some G. I don't even know what to call it. It's strange. It's really strange. It sounds cool, but it's strange. Last line, measure 2. Wow. Oh man. Let me try slow. Try it again. There's DCB that are messing me up. Me too. This line is giving me trouble. Yeah, and then what's coming up next is not that easy either. So what I'm gonna do now is something really strange. I'm gonna take about 5 minutes completely off. I'm just gonna like lay down and close my eyes because right now I just, I've been practicing for way too much time. Too many technical things for the hour that I've almost already done. So I'm just gonna chill, relax, and then come back so that I can last maybe another hour. All right, so I took about maybe 7 minutes. I cannot take longer than that because then I would have to warm up again. And I kind of don't want to do that. All right, last line, here we go. Let me get the paper a little bit closer to me. Maybe I can, if I see better, I'll catch the notes faster, perhaps. I don't know. Last line, measure 2. Yeah, I feel ready. It's basically just like a G major scale with a ninth on it. It's a G ninth. G major scale with a ninth. Oh no, sorry, not a G major scale, because it'll have to be F sharp, but it's just whatever. I got it because now I know that there's no sharps there. All right, so last line, measure 2. And fingers got sticky. If this keeps happening, I'm gonna have to actually stop and take care of that because that's messing me up. All right, last line measures 4 and 5. The last 2 measures of the whole song. I'm gonna do it slow. I keep missing that note. Last 2 measures. Good, but I ran out of air. I think there's one note that I missed, but that's fine. Last line, starting on measure 2. Got sticky. Let me tell you, I'm feeling very, very tired. Very, very exhausted. Yeah, I was planning on waking up early in the morning tomorrow and practicing, and then at night I'm not gonna be able to practice, so I'm gonna have to wake up the next day early in the morning again, and then I'll perform for my tests. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm going to record one of those sessions, either tomorrow morning or the next day after morning. But I'm not gonna record both of them because it's already been too many recordings for this. It's gonna be the same thing that I'm doing now, just going from the beginning to the end and cleaning everything, cleaning house. Now here's a trick now. So now I'm gonna go back to the beginning and do the whole entire thing, and let's see what I can remember. What are the things that I remembered? The things that I still don't get right, I'm gonna have to circle those and keep working on those because those are the ones that are really going to come back and affect me. So, Tyrell 13 from the beginning. Check the tubes; they don't have any bad stuff. Okay, let's see how this goes. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna have to cut today's practice now because I'm just tired. Yeah, when you're tired, you're just tired. No matter how much I practice now, it's going to be a waste from now. What I'm going to remember or try to practice now that I'm tired, it's not going to happen. You're not going to remember anything. Just trust me. When you're tired, just either take a 20-minute, 30-minute break, take a nap, come back, or just do it. Wake up early in the morning and do it. Sadly, but I'm officially done with this for today at least. The last line, that weird part that's measure 2, the last line measure 2, I got that right. Last line measure 2. The last 2 measures though were, I missed 4 notes, so that's not good. All throughout, I just missed stuff here and there. There's some things that came out really, really good. There's some things that didn't come out at all whatsoever. So, one of the reasons why I'm doing these videos for you, my students, is so that you can see that it takes time. It takes a lot of time to practice. So whenever I see that you guys practiced 15, 20 minutes, that's good. I like that. That makes me actually really, really happy. It really, really does. But is it enough? Is it really, really enough? It's not enough. And I'm pretty sure you and your parents, and I know that it's not enough. I've spent already almost, an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours on this, and it's still not ready. So I'm going to have to wake up early in the morning, practice for another 1 hour, 2 hours. The next day I'm going to have to practice an hour or 2 hours. Yeah. And then before I do my final, which the final test for this, I'm going to play in front of my teachers for a grade, my final grade. I'm probably going to run it a couple more times. So I'm looking at maybe 5 more hours, 4 more hours on just one song. Just one song. I didn't even play Roshu today. I only played Tyrell. So that goes to show you, you have to practice it. You have to enjoy it, make it enjoyable. One thing that I used to do, which is not healthy, but was practice tip, I guess, is bring fruits. Eat while you play, while you practice, and make sure that you wash your hands. Or have like a little, rubbing, thing to clean your hands. Get something, chips or something. Not wind instruments, of course. I'm talking about like violin, guitar, piano. They can do it. Make sure you don't play on top of your piano though, because you're gonna ruin it if chips get in there. But what I'm saying is reward yourself. Have this thing where you know that you're practicing, but do something fun. One thing that I used to do as well is that I used to play video games and practice. So I would basically get on my guitar and I would do all these crazy scales, and then I would go and play my video games, and I would basically level up in the video game. I would try to just keep, fighting the monsters over and over until I get enough experience points and level up. And then I would go back to practicing, and like that, I would go 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. And believe it or not, if you do that, and you're disciplined, you can spend 3 or 4 hours practicing and playing at the same time. So if practicing is really, really, really boring and you cannot do it for 1 hour, try to work something out. So this piece, I like this piece, to be honest. I like this piece. But if I didn't like this piece, another thing that you can do is you can practice this piece that you don't like and then go to another song that you like, maybe that you've played before. So go back 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 pages in your book and play the ones that you like. For the piano players that I've taught the Chinese music, improtatonic music, just close your book and play improtatonic music. Play the Chinese song, Chinese music for 5-10 minutes. Relax, get the mind clear, something that you enjoy, and then come back to this. If you enjoy practicing scales, practice scales and then come back. So always have this method where you're always coming back, but it's not such a grind. I like to take my breaks. I like to drink water. I like to walk around. I went to the bathroom earlier on. That's enough for me. and I'm able to practice for hours and hours and hours. Unfortunately, not at night. I'm so tired. So thank you for keeping up with this series of practice sessions. I will do one more video for you and maybe record the performance so you can see how it came out. Tyrell 13 and Roshu 13. And then next week, starting on my summer schedule, I'm going to start practicing other instruments, guitar and piano specifically, and start recording songs that you're going to be able to hear and maybe buy if you want. I'm going to make albums. I'm going to start making albums. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, and keep practicing. Oh, time to log off with my practice schedule. Thought I'd show you since I'm already at it. Where's my practice log? Practice log 2017. Make a little marking. Okay, so I did practice for an hour and 5 minutes. So it wasn't like 2 hours today, but it felt like 2 hours. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're taking some notes. I hope you're taking tips. And I know these videos are difficult to make, but I'm gonna try to make them a little more entertaining for you. Okay, so thank you. See you.